What it do? What's good, YouTube? Again, it's your homie Kael back again with another video, but this time it's predicting the Eastern Conference playoffs. So I'm going to use today the NBA Pick and Play playoffs bracket. That's you can find this in the NBA website. I'll leave a link down below in the description box. Also, you can just log in your account or create an account and do this also. So there's gonna be some prizes, I think, if you can create the perfect bracket with no mistakes. So let's start off with round one with the Eastern Conference. I'm gonna do a separate video for the Western Conference because we're gonna talk a little bit more of that. So Milwaukee, let's start with the first seed and 8th seed. Milwaukee versus Orlando. I'm not gonna discredit Orlando because they're a very good team. They have very good shooters like Terrence Ross. Markel Fultz is an upcoming star right now. He's blossoming. He's becoming to the number one pick that he used to be. You know, when he played in college, I think. Yeah, he played in college. Yeah, he's becoming the superstar that he's supposed to be, but it's not quite there yet. But he's coming. He's the next one up. Nikola Vucevic. Anong pangalan nun? Nikola Vu. This guy, Nikola Vucevic. Yeah, Vucevic. He's an all-star. Like, yeah, he's an all-star. And I can think that he's gonna need to produce a lot for Orlando to beat Milwaukee in just one game, and just to do that consistently in 4 games to beat the Bucks, it's gonna be a lot going on. He syempre mapapagod siya, and you know, the fatigue is gonna sink in, lalo na kung very inexperienced team pa lang yung Orlando, na Milwaukee subok na talaga. Not saying na very playoff veteran na sila, pero they have a lot of vets that can help Giannis, just like Wesley Matthews. Wesley Matthews in the box, right? Yeah, I know. Kyle Korver, Brook Lopez, sino pa ba yung mga 3-point shooters nila? Dante DiVincenzo, na sobrang two guard. He can really defend well. He can really penetrate the paint well. Excuse me. And Giannis, syempre, MVP, the beast. He's shown a lot of promise on his 3-point shooting sa bubble games. I've seen him shoot a lot of threes in the bubble. But that's not gonna take away his full strength now, which is driving in the lane, finding open teammates and dishing it out. Chris Middleton, another all-star, another post-up guy, a mid-range guy, 3-point shooter guy. He's very good. He's a 50-40-90 guy in this season. 50-40-90 ba? Or he's just shy for like 1% maybe for like 50-40-90. I think it's 89% yung yung free throw percentage niya. Pero nevertheless, let's not discredit that guy. Middleton is very good. Eric Bledsoe also needs to step up para gumaan yung buhay ni Giannis, you know. Nandito pa si Eric Bledsoe sa bubble? I think so. Eric Bledsoe playing in the bubble, playing today. I think he's playing. Yeah, I think he's playing in the bubble. I think he's playing. Bucks roster. So yeah, this is the roster for the Bucks. George Hill, another 3-point shooter guy. He's leading. I think at one point this season he led the league in 3-point shooting, 3-point percentage with like over 50%. Pat Connaughton, yun, Ersan Ilyasova, subok na yan, tagal-tagal na. Sino pa ba? Marvin Williams also. They have very good role players. And yun, I think they're gonna take this in 4. Yeah, I think they're gonna take this in 4. And let's go ahead and go to Toronto versus Brooklyn Nets matchups. We have Lowry versus point guard Brooklyn. I don't know, wait lang. I'm not very updated with the Brooklyn Nets roster. Lalo na ngayon kasi may mga additional players sa bubble eh. Oh, they have Luis Scola? What the fuck? Di ba pala nagre-retire si Luis Scola? So, again, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, DeAndre Jordan, Jarrett Allen, Spencer Dinwiddie, Caris LeVert para. Joe Harris, Musa, Wilson Chandler, I think he's not playing. Karooks is playing Taurine Prince. Garrett Temple is playing. Claxton is playing, I think. I guess so, yeah. So, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, DeAndre Jordan, I know is out. Spencer Dinwiddie is also out, I think. And Wilson Chandler is also out, I think. Not sure. Jamal Crawford, na yung additional players, substitute players nila, is out with an injury, hamstring. So, it's really all on the shoulders of Caris LeVert. Joe Harris maybe can contribute a little bit more, like 20 points a game. Pero I'm not seeing that with the defense with the Bucks kasi Bucks, what am I saying? Toronto is a very good defensive team this season. So Toronto with Lowry, Siakam, Norman Powell, Boucher, Gasol, Fred VanVleet. Sino pa ba? VanVleet, Raptors roster. OG Anunoby is also playing, Patrick McCaw, the GOAT with 3 rings, I think, or 2. Stanley Johnson, Matt Thomas, a shooter. Rondé Hollis Jefferson is also good. So yeah, they're a very good defensive team. But what I'm missing, what I'm missing here sa Toronto is Marc Gasol. I've watched 2 games of Toronto in the bubble, and I've seen Marc Gasol playing bad, really bad. I know that he's coming off an injury. He played fewer games this season, and I understand his perspective naman. You're just adjusting, but I've seen him making bad plays, and I think he's kind of regressing a bit. He's regressing with a lot of stuff, But again, let's move that out of the way. He's adjusting. Everybody's adjusting in this bubble game, but bubble games and bubble playoffs eventually. So Marc Gasol needs to step up big time para may paint dominance ang Toronto. It's not just gonna be Lowry. It's not just gonna be Siakam, and Norman Powell is a great scorer also. But Marc Gasol needs to step up. That's just one of the key factors. He shut down Embiid last season. Last season's playoffs versus 76ers. Shut down Embiid. I think Embiid had shooting percentage down when Marc Gasol was guarding him. So with this, Toronto's gonna take this in 4 or 5, maybe 4. Just Caris LeVert, he needs to do more in order to beat Toronto in 4 games, man. And to able to beat Toronto in a series, like it's not Brooklyn versus Toronto. It's like Caris LeVert versus Toronto. He's the only scorer there. He's the only guy who can play. I'm not saying that other players in Brooklyn cannot play, but if you watch the last game between the Trailblazers versus the Brooklyn Nets, 37 points si LeVert. Sino po ba yung gumagawa? Instead, except LeVert. Wala na. So other players gonna just need to step up. They're gonna chip in a lot of production. But for me in this series, it's Toronto versus Caris LeVert. That's the only thing that I'm seeing here. And Toronto's gonna win this in 4. And let's go ahead with Boston and 76ers. So this is a tough matchup, but with Simmons out, 76ers is gonna have a hard time. You know, Philadelphia's gonna have a hard time. Embiid can dominate the paint versus Enes Kanter and Thais, yung center ng Boston, si Thais. Basta Thais. So, Embiid's gonna dominate that matchup no matter what. Pero if Embiid's gonna get double teamed, he's gonna pass it to Tobias Harris. He needs to shoot his threes though. He needs to produce more because he's the number 2 guy now. Backing up Embiid, he's the number 2 guy. Tapos Matisse Thybulle, the defensive guard or forward, he needs to step up big time. Also, he needs to produce more scoring. 76ers is not a very good away team, as you can see. Pero I think they're gonna have a hard time in the bubble, really. And yeah, lalo na sa playoffs. You don't have home court advantage there. Walang home court advantage sa bubble. So yun. They're a very good home team. I think their record is like, I don't know, 3 losses lang in the whole season or 4. So yun. Philadelphia is gonna have a hard time adjusting. With the matchups, I think Kemba will be 1, Brown will be 2, Gordon will be 3. No, I think Marcus Smart will be the 2. Excuse me. Marcus Smart is gonna be the 2 for defensive purposes, or I think he's gonna be the 6th man. But let's not. I'm not a coach, so why am I thinking about that? So, let's see. Celtics have Walker, Marcus Smart, Brown, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Daniel Tice, Enes Kanter. Sino pa ba? Carson Edwards, Taco Fall. So that's an 8-man rotation kagad. I think Taco Fall's not gonna play. He's not gonna play in the playoffs. Maybe 1 minute or kapag na blowout siguro ng Boston yung Philadelphia. Pero at this game, I'm leaning towards Boston in 5 because Al Horford is not really meshing well with Embiid. He can be a stretch 5 to say the least. So Embiid can be the only inside presence. And Tobias Harris, Josh Richardson, sino pa ba yun sa ano? Sa 76ers roster. Yan. Al Horford, Mike Scott, such a role player. Zaire Smith, role player. No, Alec Burks can shoot. Neto can shoot also. Kylo Quinn is a vet. He's just a vet in the bench. So kahit naman na vet in the bench yun, maka-provide pa rin yun ng information or like tips para sa mga starting 5. So, but then again, Boston is gonna win this in 5. Yeah. With the last matchup for the round, for the first round in the Eastern Conference playoffs, it's gonna be Indiana and Miami. I'm not very biased here, but I've not watched a lot of Indiana games. I've watched some Miami games in the bubble, maybe like 1 game, and I think that was against Denver. Yeah, that was against Denver. Miami's a very good team. I like their system. They're a very systematic team. They play to their system. That's what I meant. They play to their system. They have very good defensive forwards like Iggy, Jay Crowder, Jimmy Butler, of course. Sino po ba? And yun. That's all I can think of that can play defense well sa Miami. Tapos Um, with their guards, Duncan Robinson, he's a very good 3-point shooter. Tyler Hero should be a top 5 rookie this season. Sino pa ba? Bam, yeah, he can lock up. Bam can lock up Miles Turner. He can do that. Tapos, sino pa ba? Miami Heat roster. Bam, Goran Dragic is a very seasonal point guard. Andre Derek Jones Jr. na I think he's out with a concussion, pero it's a day-to-day maybe. This is not updated. Kendrick Nunn also finalist for Rookie of the Year. Kelly Olynyk, very good stretch 4. Miles Leonard, stretch 5, very good shooter. Yeah, that's the only rotational guys I think for Miami. And with what I can see here, that this rivalry that Jimmy Butler has with TJ Warren that's been producing very well in the bubble, but nung kalaban nila yung Miami and Jimmy Butler guarded TJ Warren, his points went down. So that's all you can say. Jimmy Butler is a very good defensive guard forward, shooting guard. I think he's a small forward, but he can guard 1 to 3. And yun, this is a very good matchup, but Miami's gonna take this in 5, I think, or 6. Let's look at the Indiana Pacers roster. So he has Depot, which is a All-Star. Domantas Sabonis, an All-Star also. He can go up against Kelly Olynyk. Yeah, he can produce well. He's a very good mid-range guy, but Kelly Olynyk is a stretch 4, but can also penetrate and find good plays for his teammates. Miles Turner, it's a very good center, pero needs to step up also for Indiana to make this a good matchup for them to compete. Malcolm Brogdon, very good guard. I don't know why he left the Bucks, pero you know, it is what it is. Kung saan siya masaya. I'm not the agent, I'm not the player, so I'm not gonna say nothing about that. He's a very good defensive guard and can lock up maybe 1 to 3, but 1 to 2 mostly. TJ Warren again, very good. He's producing very good numbers in the bubble. The 2 holidays are here. They're very good also. They can dish. They're very a combo guard, you know. Combo guard na kayang produce, mag set up teammates, and can play defense. Also, Doug McDermott needs to hit his threes. Jeremy Lamb also needs to hit his threes and needs to play defense very well. TJ McConnell needs to make very well. Sino to? Who the hell? Sino to si Alice Johnson? He looks like Jimmy Butler. Whoa, why does he look like Jimmy Butler though? See? Parang Jimmy Butler mixed with Lamar Jackson. Let's see here. No, not that picture. This picture. See, he looks like with the hair. They kind of look similar. Pero he kind of looks like Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson. Images Lamar Jackson. Yeah. See? Kamukha niya si Lamar Jackson sa Baltimore Ravens. Magkamukha talaga sila. But with the hair, it's Jimmy Butler. So yun, let's enough of that. So Miami is gonna win in 5 or 6. I think Indiana can wait NBA.com. Let's see the basketball reference. Basketball reference. Excuse me. Okay, so let's see Indiana here. Sino ba yung mga naglalaro sa nila? So, injury report. Jeremy Lamb is out. Victor Oladipo is out. Domantas Sabonis is out also. Miles Turner is a day-to-day. TJ Warren is day-to-day. Dang. This is gonna be a hard game, bro. Even TJ Warren can he can lift this team with all of the All-Stars out. Master is out. Domantas Sabonis is out. Oladipo is out. Who's playing? Who's playing, man? Malcolm Brogdon is the only one playing, I think, that can produce very well. And he's 27? Wow, he's old. No, hindi naman old, pero didn't expect na yung age niya 27. So, yun. Yeah, this is gonna be a hard series for Indiana. It's gonna be in 5, Miami in 5. After looking at that injury report, man, it's looking kind of rough for Indiana. So, welcome to the semifinals in Milwaukee and Miami, Boston and Toronto. This is gonna be a good game, but Milwaukee's gonna take this in 6 or 5 though. Maybe 5. Yeah. Milwaukee's gonna take this in 5. Ito siguro yung mangyayari dyan. Like the series last year with Boston versus Bucks, when Boston won one game, and I remember sharing a post on my Facebook account that when Al Horford blocked Giannis multiple times in one possession, I said there that Al Horford exposed Giannis, but after that game, yung game 2, sobrang ganda nung produce ni Giannis nun. So I was kind of parang hypocrite ako nun. Parang, what am I saying? He's an MVP. So yeah, I think yun yung mangyayari dyan sa series. Miami's gonna take one game, maybe game 3 or game 2. But after that rust, maybe wala nang rust kasi hindi, may magkaka-rust yan kasi Milwaukee's gonna take in 4, so that's gonna be a short series. So syempre pahinga yan, pero after maybe 10 minutes or 20 minutes, wala yung rust yan. So, but I do believe that Miami can take one game on Milwaukee. So that's my prediction. You can just make your predictions down below on the comment down below on what your predictions for the Eastern Conference playoffs. So here, Boston versus Toronto. This is going to be a hard matchup. Hard prediction actually. Kasi Boston can play the 5. Their starting 5 is so good. It can go up against Toronto's starting 5. But for me, Toronto has the better bench than Boston, so Boston's gonna play like a 8-man rotation or 9-man rotation. Limited minutes pa yung 9th and 8th man. So the starting 5 needs to produce a lot, and maraming minutes yung maalat sa kanilang talaga. And Toronto, they can switch it up. Syempre, sobrang dami nilang role players, and yung role players na yun, sobrang ini-embrace pa nila yung role nila. So, kaya nga role player. Pero, yun, they're sticking to what they're supposed to do. They're not doing extra shit. They're not doing extra stuff. Sorry for the language. Pero yun, they're not doing extra stuff. Tapos, I think Toronto's gonna win this in 6 actually. Or, let me just think it through. But Marc Gasol needs to step up in this series big time. Like what I said before, Marc Gasol is regressing. Boucher needs to step up. He's the upcoming center actually. Boucher, it's very good. But Marc Gasol needs to get back to his older self in order for them to beat the Boston Celtics. Lowry can do his shit. Siakam can produce. He can guard Brown and Gordon Hayward and Jason Tatum actually. He can guard them. But can Tatum, Brown, and Hayward guard Siakam? I don't think so. I don't think so. Mm, but Kemba Walker has the advantage though on Lowry, and Marcus Smart can also play Lowry very well. But I'm not. This is a very hard matchup. You know, it can go either way actually, Boston or Toronto. But I'm leaning towards Toronto here, not because I'm a Drake fan, pero Kemba and Enes Kanter, Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, Gordon Hayward. I think they need to produce and they need to play defense very well because Toronto's a very good defensive team. Ang feeling ko ang outcome ng series na to is a very low scoring average between games, you know. Siguro game 1 is gonna go like 70 points total, 80 points, you know, ganon, mga ganon. You know what I mean? Kasi I'm just gonna pick Toronto here in 7. Toronto in 7. So they're up against Milwaukee versus Toronto. That's the conference finals for the East. This is a very good conference finals. I'm not gonna lie. But Giannis is Giannis, and Giannis gonna win the MVP back to back. It's not a debate. LeBron is a very good. LeBron's my favorite player, but I'm not picking him to win the MVP this season. I'm not picking him. He's not even in my top 3. Kasi para sa akin, top 3 ko para sa MVP voting ngayon. Giannis, si Chris Paul, tapos sino ba? si Harden. Giannis, Chris Paul, Harden. Yan. You know, LeBron James gets the credit even though Anthony Davis does it all. You know, LeBron James is just a playmaker. He makes everyone look good. He dishes the ball. He's a playmaker. He's a point forward all of his life. But you can make a debate in that, you know, if you agree that I'm not putting LeBron as my top 3 MVP this season. You just comment down down below if what do you think about that. We can start the argument or the debate here. But with this, how many minutes am I going on? It's 29 minutes. Oh my god, I've been talking for like 30. I'm just gonna make this short. So Milwaukee's gonna win this in 6. That's what I'm leaning towards. So I'm gonna make a separate video for the Western Conference playoffs, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do leave a like and comment down below what's your prediction for the Eastern Conference playoffs, and yeah, subscribe and I'll keep you guys posted, and I'll keep you guys posted on my next video. Okay, so peace out. Pow pow pow.